Hey guys, I hope y'all are having a great day today. Today we're just going to be talking about an Xbox elitist on Twitter, an Xbox fanboy, whatever you want to call him, that just basically makes himself look like a fool for absolutely no reason other than to quote-unquote dunk on PlayStation. Now, I used to console war a little bit when I was younger. I thought it was funny to kind of dunk on the Xbox One. But, I mean, as I grew up, I realized that it's just pointless, dude. Like, if I prefer to play on the PlayStation, I'll just go play on the PlayStation, whatever. But this fanboy, he's just so childish, dude. And the worst thing about this guy is he isn't 12 years old like I was when I was console warring. This guy is a married man with children. I feel like there's a huge difference between some 12-year-old calling the Xbox One a pile of shit and a grown-ass man married with children console warring on the internet. But the Xbox fanboy we're going to be talking about today goes by the name of Andy Pants Xbox, and I've already made a video about him because he was calling Helldivers 2 a failure because it wasn't on his favorite plastic box. But we're just going to go over some of his tweets today because they're incredibly childish. Damn, another Sony exclusive that lost 500% of its player base. You hate to see it. Now, if this game lost 500% of its player base, it would be in the negatives when it came to players. It wouldn't have 92,000 people online. Now, as you can imagine, a lot of replies absolutely cooked him for this. Like, they were just roasting his shit, just making fun of him, all that kind of stuff. And he's seen these comments, and how do you think he replied? Do you think he admitted, okay, maybe I was wrong, it's obviously not 500%? No, he doubled down. I really seem to have triggered the sensitive Sony fans with this one. Why they so sensitive, you suppose? I love how people on the internet will say something just so stupid, everybody will roast them for it, and they will immediately jump to, wow, look at all these angry people in my comment section. They're so sensitive. No, they're not sensitive, they're making fun of you. They're calling you out for acting like a man-child, a married man with kids getting up to this bullshit on the internet. Also, are we seriously gonna act like this isn't a normal graph for a game that came out? Like, of course, over time, a big game that everyone was hyping up is going to die down with players. This happens with every single game to ever come out. In fact, I guarantee if we looked at a similar chart for some of your favorite Xbox exclusive games, it would look very similar to Helldivers 2. His next tweet here says, is it time to finally accept that PlayStation as a brand is dead? Look at their award-winning exclusives with Rise of the Ronin, Forspoken, and Quantum Error. Except these are not the PlayStation's award-winning exclusives. I think console exclusivity is stupid. However, these are not the exclusives that people cling to PlayStation for. The exclusives that people are clinging to PlayStation for are games like Spider-Man, God of War, Demon's Souls, games like that. I know Demon's Souls is a bit older now, but it's still one that stuck out to me. Pointing out a couple shitty exclusives does not mean the entire console and entire brand is shit. This next one is peak levels of pathetic. When Xbox wakes up in the morning, they piss excellence. When PlayStation wakes up in the morning, they make sad dad walking simulators with QuickTime events. Hashtag get mad, get angry, hashtag Xbox. And down below he has a little meme attached here, 2-month-old game, Helldivers high-fiving a 9-year-old game, Fallout 4, with Fallout 4 having a higher player count on Steam, which has nothing to do with consoles. Here's the thing, while Fallout might be made by Bethesda, which is an Xbox-owned IP now, Fallout 4 is a game that's available on the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X, and the PC. This is not an Xbox-exclusive game. You can play this exact fucking game that you're console warring about on the PlayStation as well. In fact, the first time I ever played Fallout 4 was on the PS4 through SharePlay because my broke 13-year-old ass couldn't afford the game. Also, I know I talked about this before, but it's so pathetic to console war with Steam numbers. I'm gonna use PC players' numbers to prove why Xbox is better than PlayStation. Like, you have nothing better to do with your time. His next tweet here says, shall we talk about how the greatest RPG of all time is a console exclusive to Xbox? Oops. And he got community noted with Fallout New Vegas is not a console exclusive, which it's not. This game came out back on the Xbox 360/PS3 generation, and it came out for both the Xbox 360 and the PS3. I love how console fanboys will just lie through their teeth like this for absolutely no reason, and how do you think he responded when everyone called him out for lying and he got community noted by Twitter itself? Love the amount of rage that these facts have produced. It is unavailable in the PS4 and PS5 store. That is a console exclusive to Xbox, co-parter though. Well, not really, because if this was a console exclusive like you claim, it wouldn't be available on the PlayStation at all. The fact that this game is available on the PlayStation 3 means that it is not a console exclusive to Xbox, because once again, it's available on a PlayStation platform. Just because a game is not available on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 store does not mean it's a Xbox exclusive. Demon's Souls, the PS3 version, is not available on the PS4 and PS5 store. However, it is still a PlayStation exclusive because you can only get it on the PlayStation 3. His next tweet here says, "Yeah, we're not even in the same league, kiddo. Xbox always wins. Die mad though. Fallout show release and Fallout 4's peak player numbers versus The Last of Us Part 1's peak player numbers." We have literally gotten to the point now where we are console warring over TV shows. I mean, Fallout 4 once again isn't even exclusive to Xbox. You can play Fallout 4 on your PlayStation. And the reason that Fallout got a big boost in player numbers recently is because of the show, the Fallout show coming out. Also, once again, you're using Steam numbers to console war. Also, a reason why Fallout 4 might have a higher player count number than The Last of Us might be due to the fact that The Last of Us Part 1, when it came out on PC, had really shit performance issues. His next tweet here says, "You love to see the pony double standard," and it's Bart Simpson blind feeling around at all the games running at 30 FPS on PS5, and below that, it's Bart with a telescope zoomed in on one game running at 30 FPS on Xbox. The thing is with 30 FPS and console fanboys is console fanboys will shit on 30 FPS when the other platform has a game at 30 FPS, but when a game on their platform has 30 FPS, they'll defend it. I mean, you came out and you shit on PlayStation for having games at 30 FPS, but when Helldivers 2 was at 30 FPS, you are completely okay with it. And the same goes the other way around. A lot of PlayStation fanboys will shit on Xbox when they get games at 30 FPS, but if a PlayStation game comes out at 30 FPS, they'll sit there and defend it and call it more cinematic. Speaking of 30 FPS, here's the final tweet we're gonna look at today. "Yo, is this true? Damn ponies gotta keep up that lying all day, and Horizon Forbidden West 30 FPS, Stray 30 FPS, Returnal 30 FPS, Demon's Souls 30 FPS, Bloodborne 30 FPS, and Spider-Man 2 30 FPS. Now I'm pretty sure the only game out of all these that is actually locked to 30 FPS with no 60 FPS option is Bloodborne, and that's a PS4 game. And tons of PS4 and Xbox One games ran at 30 FPS. Anyway, that is pretty much all I have to say for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike. It doesn't matter, dude. It's not like you can see the dislikes anyway. And yeah, peace out.